Welcome children. Chapter 3, Trigonometric Functions. In earlier classes, you have studied the trigonometric ratios of acute angles as the ratio of the sides of a right angle triangle, trigonometric identities, and application of trigonometric ratios in solving the problem related to heights and distances. In this chapter, we will generalize the concept of trigonometric ratios to trigonometric functions and study their properties. Angles. So what is an angle? Angle is a measure of rotation of a given ray about its initial point. The original ray, which is called the initial side, and the final position of the ray after rotation is called the terminal side of the angle. So vertex, the point of rotation, which is called the vertex. If the direction of rotation is anti-clockwise, that is, so if it is in the anti-clockwise, then the angle is said to be positive. So this is positive angle. If the direction of rotation is clockwise, then the angle is negative. So it is negative angle. Some of the angles whose measures are, so if it is 30 degree, so it's positive angle. So anti-clockwise, we have to draw anti-clockwise 30 degree. If it is minus 30 degree, so it is clockwise, so minus 30 degree. So if it is 360 degree, it makes one complete revolution. So it starts from the initial side and ends at terminal side. So it is 360 degree. So if it is 420 degree, so one complete revolution is 360 plus 60 degree, so which is 420 degree. Positive, so I have to draw anti-clockwise. So if it is minus 420 degree, so I have to draw clockwise. So one complete revolution is 360 degree plus some 60 degree, which is minus 420 degree. The two units of measurement of an angle which are most commonly used are degree measure and radian measure. So degree measure, it takes 360 degree to make a complete revolution. So each one is divided into 360 parts and each part is 1 degree. So it can be written as 1 degree. And each degree is divided into 60 parts. So which is known as 60 minutes. So 1 degree, which is equal to 60 minutes. So minutes is written as like this, and a minute is divided into 60 seconds. So 1 minute, which is equal to 60 seconds. So we say that 1/60th of a degree is a minute. 1/60th of a degree is a 1 minute, and 1/60th of a minute, which is called 1 second. So 1/360th of a revolution, the angle is said to have a measure of 1 degree. Another unit for measurement of an angle called the radian measure. Let's take a unit circle. So it means a circle of radius 1 unit. The length of an arc L, which is also 1 unit. So R is 1 and L is 1. The angle subtended at the center by an arc of length So that is along the anti-clockwise direction. It is said to have a measure of 1 radian. So if it is along the clockwise direction, it is said to have a -1 radian. So circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. We know that the circumference of a circle of radius 1 unit. So r is 1 unit. Then circumference of a circle of radius 1 unit is 2 pi. Thus one complete revolution of the initial side to the terminal side subtends an angle of 2 pi radians. In a circle of radius r, an arc of length will subtend an angle of 1 radian. Equal arc of a circle subtend equal angles at the a circle of radius r and an arc length of L will subtend an angle whose measure is L by r radian. Thus, in a circle of radius r, an arc of length L subtends an angle theta. Then we have theta equal to L by r or L equal to r theta. In a unit circle of radius r and an arc of length L, so L and r is 1 unit, it subtends an angle whose measure is 1 radian. So an arc of length L in a circle of radius r subtends an angle whose measure is L by r radian. Thus, if a circle of radius r and an arc of length L subtends an angle theta, then we have theta equal to L by r or L equal to r theta. So length of the arc which is equal to r into theta. So one complete revolution which makes 360 degree, and one complete revolution of a unit circle which gives 2 pi radians. So relation between radian and real numbers. Consider the unit circle with center O. Let A be any point on the circle. Consider OA as the initial side of an angle. Let the length of an arc of the circle will give the radian measure of the angle which the arc will subtend at the center of the circle. A line PAQ which is tangent to the circle at A. It touches at the point on the circle which is at A. Let the point A represents the real number 0. So PA or AP which represents the positive real numbers 1 to 3, and AQ which represents the negative real numbers -1, -2 and -3. So if we rope the line AP in the anti-clockwise direction along the circle, so the real number 1 will correspond to a radian measure of 1 radian. So point 2 touches the circle at one point on the circle, so makes 2 radians. So similarly for 3 real number it makes 3 radians. So when we take along AQ which is in the clockwise direction, then every real number will correspond to a radian measure. Relation between degree and radian. Since a circle subtends at the center an angle whose radian measure is 2 pi and its degree measure is 360 degree. So 2 pi radian which is equal to 360 degree, or pi radian which is equal to 360 by 2, so 180 degree. So pi radian which is equal to 180 degree. This relation is used to express a radian measure in terms of degree measure and a degree measure in terms of radian measure. So pi we usually take it as 22 by 7. So 1 radian, which is equal to 180 by pi. Here pi radian, which is equal to 180 degree. So 1 radian equal to 180 degree by pi, which is equal to 57 degree 16 minutes approximately. Again 1 degree, which is equal to pi by 180 radian, which is equal to 0.01746 radian approximately. So 1 radian, which is equal to 180 by pi, and 1 degree, which is equal to pi by 180. The relation between degree measures and radian measures of some common angles, that is degree is 30 degree, we have to convert this into radian. So 30 degree, have to convert it into radian. So 1 degree equal to pi by 180 radian. So 30 degree equal to pi by 180 into 30. So cancelling this, pi by 6. So 30 degree is pi by 6. So converting 45 degree into radian. So 45 degree equal to pi by 180 into 45. So 45 4 times. So 45 degree is represented as pi by 4 radians. Now 60 degree. So pi by 180 into 60. So 3 times. So 60 degree is pi by 3. Now 90 degree, pi by 180 into 90, that is 2. So 90 degree is pi by 2. Now 180 degree, pi by 180 into 180. So 180 degree is pi radian. So converting 270 degree, so pi by 180 into 270, 0 cancel. So 9 into 3, 9 2s. So 3 pi by 2. Now 360 degree. So pi by 180 into 360. Cancelling this 2 times. So 2 pi. So 30 degrees pi by 6. 45 degrees pi by 4. 60 degrees pi by 3. 90 degrees pi by 2. 180 degrees pi. 270 degrees 3 pi by 2. And 360 degrees 2 pi.